Envy is a fraud, and the absolute worst kind of a fraud. This thing is diabolically evil, and it does it for simply the fun of the game. This being was created from the purged feelings of the first homunculus known as Father. Father wanted to reach a state of perfection that he believed he could reach by purging his 7 deadly sins from his own flesh. And it's insinuated that in order to do so, he needed to create these creatures called homunculus to inhibit those emotions. And in doing so, he created another creature, a homunculus, called Envy. Eventually, in the series of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, we learn that Envy was personally responsible for the greatest atrocity known in that world, which was sparking the war between Ishval and Amestris. And while Envy was taking orders from Father and committing the act that started the war, it's insinuated that Envy came up with the plan that actually began it. Envy is what a lot of people would consider to be pure evil, taking pleasure in others' suffering. Started this war by turning into a military officer on the Amestris side and then shooting an innocent child on the Ishval side. And Envy later reveals that they took great pleasure in this, saying that it was exhilarating. They even go into detail about how the military officer couldn't come up with an alibi because they shapeshifted into that military officer. They seemed giddy over the fact that they ruined so many lives. I'm serious when I say this. I think Envy is in the top 5 most diabolical villains in anime history. The reason they're a fraud, though, is because at the end of their life, we learn the reason they do the things that they do. And it derives all from a form of jealousy. After an emotional outburst from Envy, Ed successfully deduces that the reason Envy wants everyone to kill each other is simply because they're jealous of them. It's assumed that everything that they've done was simply that they were incapable of understanding humanity and was jealous of it, even going so far as to take their own life in spite of the other people surrounding him. Something I find interesting about Envy's death is, despite the fact that they are arguably the most evil character in the show and the worst of the homunculi, they are also the one that you end up pitying the most.